The EDHI Foundation in the Islamic Republic of Pakistan earned the 4th edition 2018-2019 of the Isa Award for Service to Humanity. The announcement was made during a press conference by the chairman of the Board of Trustees of the Isa Award for Service to Humanity, His Highness the Deputy Prime Minister Sheikh Mohammed bin Mubarak Al Khalifa. The award was given following recommendations by the international jury, which selected the EDHI Foundation after shortlisting several qualifiers from different countries. The General Secretariat of the award, in cooperation with the jury, conducted intensive field research covering the work sites of the Foundation, reviewing methods of providing services and verifying the records of achievements. The Isa Award for Service to Humanity achieved a great deal of success in its 3 previous editions, showing remarkable humanitarian work and achieving distinction amongst international awards. It emphasizes on humanitarian openness to various races and religions and avoids politics and conflicts of any kind. The Isa Award for Service to Humanity, which is given every 2 years, was established in 2008 by a royal decree from His Majesty King Hamad bin Isa Al Khalifa, the King of Bahrain. It's in commemoration of his father, the late Emir His Highness Sheikh Isa bin Salman Al Khalifa, and in recognition of individuals that have dedicated their lives to humanitarian work. The winning institution for this edition of the award is the largest Pakistani charity foundation known worldwide for its humanitarian work. It serves all human beings from all races, religions and nationalities without distinction. Chief Executive Officer of the Supreme Council for Environment, Dr. Mohammed Mubarak bin Dana, inaugurated a training session entitled National Legislation and the International Convention Against Illicit Trade in Endangered Species, which is organized by the Council in cooperation with the Judicial and Legal Studies Institute in the presence of a number of members of the National Biodiversity Steering Committee. Dana praised the efforts exerted by the Kingdom of Bahrain to combat the illegal trade in endangered species and the continuous cooperation between the legislative, executive and private sectors, which aims to enhance the role of the Kingdom to international conventions.
CITES Convention is a convention that tries to stop the illegal smuggling. It actually formulates the relationship between the importing company, the important states and the exporting states. It actually regulates the trading for the nature sources. We in Bahrain are suffering from some of the illegal smuggling, but I can assure you that it has not been formalized. But all the government stakeholders complying with CITES rules and regulations. We are complying with CITES convention. What we're trying to do is educate the whole stakeholders, especially the customs, of the importance how to track any illegal smuggling coming to Bahrain, which is not comply with the CITES convention.
This course, held at the Institute of Judicial and Legal Studies Institute, is the beginning of a series of training courses organized by the Supreme Council for Environment in cooperation with the Judicial and Legal Studies Institute and the Customs Affairs Department at the Ministry of Interior and the Bahrain Customs Clearance Society. On the margins of the training course, the guidebook for the common species of international trade in endangered species of plant and animal species, which included an introduction to the CITES Convention, was launched. In addition, the national legislation on the protection of Bahraini species and the region's species. Under the patronage of the Chief Executive Officer of the Supreme Council for Environment, Dr. Mohammed Mubarak bin Dina, the Council held the Bahrain Environmental Refrigerant License Graduation Ceremony for the first batch of 200 technicians in the presence of a number of officials in the cooperating agencies and supporting the training program.
Today we have graduated 200 trainers for the recycling materials from the ozone depletion substance from the air conditioning sectors. Those 200 are going to train the whole Bahrainis to be a technician working at this sector. I believe we served a lot of purposes. One of them, we created a market for the Bahrainis through issuing a certificate for them to deal with the ozone depletion substance. Plus, we're protecting the environment from letting all these gases go, which causes the ozone depletion.
On this occasion, Dr. Mohammed Mubarak bin Dina stressed that this initiative is the first of its kind in the Kingdom of Bahrain and GCC countries and was organized by the Supreme Council for Environment as part of an ambitious program that seeks to qualify and license technicians working in the refrigeration sectors.
I think the program is basically a part of a cooperation between Ministry of Education and the Supreme Council for Environment. The training program consists of several courses that has both the practical and the theoretical side. And at the end of this program, they will have like a license, an international license, and the graduates of this program for sure actually will be equipped with the skills needed by the labor market.
We are here today to actually celebrate the first graduation of a group of technicians that work in the sector of cooling and heating. And this is a program that is in partnership with the Supreme Council of Bahrain that we have been working on for the last year or so. The interesting part of this is to actually train these young companies or technicians themselves on how to actually manage and deal with substances that are pollutants when it comes to the sector of heating and cooling. If you realize from the presence today, one very important element also is that the technicians are not necessarily only Bahrainis, but rather we have international workers that work currently in Bahrain, which makes Bahrain one of the key players also globally, where the individuals actually, once they finish their employment in Bahrain, will go back to their home countries and will carry this knowledge that they've learned here in Bahrain through Bahraini government and with help of UNEP to actually translate it in their home countries, which I believe will be very beneficial to help us deal with climate change, a better environment globally.